Jesus Freak here, and after a bit of puttering around, I finally managed to finish the Sunday scripture videos up until the end of May. Although only 6 of them are showing up, there's 7 of them uploading. As it shows here. And, you know, I had to deal with a lot of things that just didn't work the way I wanted it to. But it was minor stuff. The worst problem had to do with the video editor didn't seem to want to keep my videos in sync. And I have 2 different ways to get the videos into the editor. So I just switched from the one into the other and it worked fine. Now, what I had done is basically the same thing I tend to do. You know, I'll record a bunch of videos at the same time. But instead of recording the whole video in one go, I'll basically record all the videos in pieces. And each set of pieces, you know, I'll have one piece for all the prayers that go at the beginning that I read out of the book BCP. Then I'll have one for the Old Testament readings. In this case, they're mostly not Old Testament readings, but there's a tradition of substituting Acts for the Old Testament during the Easter season. Up until Ascension Sunday. And then I do the Psalm readings all together, the epistles all together, the Gospels all together. And then I bring them in and cut them up. Now, in order to make this easier for me to do, because the only cues I have when I'm editing my videos are visual, I gave myself a visual cue. When I want to make a cue that I'm going to start the video at this point, I pull the Bible into scene. And when I'm done, I lower it out of scene. And that way, when I'm going in, I can clearly see the point at which I want to start and stop the video. See, I don't have proper video editing software, so I use the same stuff I use to work with my fan subs. It does the job. It's not very good at it, but it does the job. And it's the expertise they bring from the anime videos that I use to do like the on-screen text. Now, I'm still unsure what's going to happen in the future. we'll still just, have to play this by ear. But for now, I'm going to keep shooting out on the landing. Now, if you might notice that sometimes when I'm shooting these videos, you'll see my eyes shift to the left a little bit. And I'll explain that. You see, I have a music stand set up against the wall. On one half of the music stand is a piece of paper with my notes. This tells me what to read. I don't have the actual readings there. The readings come out of actual Bibles. And on the other half of the stand, I have my phone sitting there acting as a camera. So I'll, occasionally look at the paper to make sure I'm reading the right thing. Now, I don't know how it's really going to be that, how I want to zoom, crop, etc. until I'm done to have it on the computer. And I'll occasionally, I set this for every video separately. So I go in and look at the footage of myself reading and, do I want to keep this zoomed out? Do I want to zoom it in? How much do I want to zoom it in? And of course, the target resolution is 1920 by 1080, which is full 1080p. In this case, all the videos were actually cropped to 1440p and then scaled down. Other videos I've done where I've actually cropped it right down to 1080p. I base it on, if I'm looking at it at 1080p, is it too zoomed in? If it's too zoomed in, I crop it a little less and then scale it down. But generally, it's already got a little more frame than I want. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because it gives me that extra room to cut off. Anyway, I'm sometimes like, I really don't want to keep doing this, but I'm like, this is my thing. Since, I'm not qualified to run a church, this is the best I can do, really. Jesus, freak out.